Yeah.
Yeah, they're on there. Leah and Naomi.
There's Leah.
Hey guys, sorry. The computer was malfunctioning. And then you'll hit share screen right here when you play the YouTube video. Yeah, then you just click this one.
Okay.
Are you gonna do anything with the screen right now, or are you just gonna talk?
I'm just gonna talk.
Okay. I'm just gonna leave it like this.
Okay. Can they hear you?
Leah, thumbs up if you can hear me. Perfect. Oh, yeah, she has her mic muted.
You're muted, Leah. We'll get there, guys. We'll get there.
And it's recording anyway because it was already set to.
Okay.
So we'll just delete with one of them. We can delete this one because.
All right. There you go,
All
Sherry.
right. If you need
Okay.
anything, just page me on this phone. I'll be down here with you.
Can you guys hear me? Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
You want this open? Either way. Actually, can you just? Naomi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna get started. I'm hoping both of you can hear me. Sorry for the technical difficulties here. The computer was acting a little possessed. So I know you guys don't have a written agenda, so I'll just go off of it. So I just wanted to say good job, Leah, for the charting that you had with regards to the McGear's criteria. I seen that note that you educated someone's daughter about the unnecessary need to get a urinalysis. So that was great to see. That's exactly what I want to see happening in regards to the antibiotic stewardship. So that was good. I continue to do lots of audits from the state survey. I have a whole binder of them that I do every day. So if you see me coming around and asking you questions, that's what it's regarding. Toileting, dignity, Cheryl with MDSs. There's change of condition audits that I do, which is part of why I'm looking at like every entry that is being made right now, every order that's being taken. I look at all of that. So I'm going to continue to do that probably for another month or two till we get consistent compliance with it. The 24-hour report book I feel is much better than it was last month. I was getting lots of days with nothing written on it at all, even though there was things being identified in, the nurse's notes. So that's improved. Just a reminder, to put all admissions, discharges, any changes in condition, labs, significant order updates. Those are all things that I want to see on that book. Medication consent forms. I know Cheryl typically does them on admission, which is great. Lisa Foy tries to catch them like at behavior meetings. In between, but occasionally one will slip through and we'll get an order for an antidepressant or an anti-anxiety med. And we just got to remember to get those consents before the meds are given. We had an instance, I believe it was with Pearlie Dean that had got started on an antidepressant and it wasn't consented. So I went back and got the consent after the fact and she was okay with it, but we really should be getting those before the meds are taken. I know the nurses station has that big drawer full of the informed consents, but sometimes I find it easier to just go to the website and print a fresh one. You guys can do what you want, but I know the last time I tried to look in that drawer, like you're fumbling through 50 files and you can't find the one you want, so it might just be easier to go to the website. If you just look up medication informed consent from Wisconsin, type in the med, you should be able to find the form pretty easily. And then just a reminder to get a verbal consent if the power of attorney is activated before we start that med. So if it needs to be mailed out, Jim can help with that. Kelly Molly, social worker, said that she would help mail those out to the powers of attorney if we need help getting those out for signature. The skin charting folder, I'm kind of looking at that. I'll look at that a little more in depth with Jim next week, getting some charting in there that's not in there and unnecessary things out that we don't really need to be charting on. You know, it requires you to get vitals. I don't know why it's requiring vitals if you find a skin tear. I mean, I don't really think vitals is necessary at that point. So I'll look at making that a little more user friendly, like the falls folder. Call rate response time, you know, Lisa Foy prints those every day. So just, you know, I reminded everyone to do your best to answer them as quickly as you can, get those residents' needs met. Most of the time they don't look too bad, but there's some days that are in the red, which is, we want to be orange or green, not in the red. So we can always work on improving that. I think most people are aware of the order change. All MD orders need to get put in that little folder for Jim, the clear wall holder. And I look at them every day. And then I give them to Jim to file. So you don't need to put them in the charts anymore for now. Medication errors. Hi, Nick. There's been a number of them the last week since I've been pulling kind of all of the MD order forms. I've kind of found an array of errors, a couple transcription errors, a couple of faxing errors, holding errors, like a med got held for, I think Leah, you reordered it on like a Wednesday, it had been held for 3 days and no one let the pharmacy know. So it's just, you know, kind of cleaning up those medications so we don't have those errors. We had another example where a medication changed dose, and we continued to give the old dose for 9 days. Even though the new card came, someone tucked it in the bottom drawer and we were still giving the old dose, even though the MAR read the new dose. So clearly we weren't checking, you know, the MAR before the meds were being given. So just improving on that. Respect on the units, you know, I have a video that if you guys on the teams, I'm gonna try to play it. I'm hoping you can see it. But it's a video called Stand in Someone Else's Shoes. And it was super impactful for me when I first had it played during an iLead session. And it basically just kind of forces you to look at what other people are going through, and what other people, you know, have going on in their personal lives outside work. And not that that is okay to make errors, but you know, you never know what people have going on. To be nice and respect everybody and play nice in the sandbox. So I'm gonna try to play that video and share it with you, Leah. Let me know if you can't see it, okay? All right, I'm gonna try here. Share. Oh, I'm not good at this stuff. Share. YouTube. It works. Well, I guess, Leah, I hope you're able to see that. There actually isn't any words in this video. It just plays some soft music. So just watch it without the music in the background because I can't get it to play. Is the end of it? Yes, of the meeting? Yeah. See, it's just background music, but. Okay, I think, were you able to hear it and see it, Leah? Okay. And I just had one, poem that some people have heard of, but I don't know if everybody has. So I'm just gonna read it because I think it kind of pertains to long-term care and what we see every day. So it's called, Are You an Anybody? This story is about four people named Everybody, Somebody, Anybody, and Nobody. There was an important job to be done, and everybody was sure that somebody would do it. Anybody could have done it, but nobody did. Somebody got angry about that because it was everybody's job. Everybody thought anybody could do it, but nobody realized that everybody wouldn't. It ended up that everybody blamed somebody when nobody did what anybody could have done. True, right? So I guess the moral of the story, be kind to people and never assume that somebody's going to do something. I want everybody to kind of take responsibility and do what's best for the residents and deal with, shortfalls later if there's staff concerns. So, Leah, did you have any questions about anything or concerns that you wanted to bring up since last month? No? Okay, what about you, Cheryl? Do you have any questions, concerns? In the meantime, from now till next month, if you guys think of any topics that you want to talk about or concerns that come up that you want raised, just shoot me an email. I know you guys are good at that, so just keep me posted and sorry again about the technical difficulties. You have a good afternoon, Leah. Yeah, bye-bye.